Oh, good morning. Sorry, I just looked up. I was too busy beading here, and we are live. How is everyone today? Happy Mondays, Monday morning, start of the week. It's always nice. I love Mondays. Um, Good morning, everybody. If you don't know me, I'm Kitty Robinson with Totally Beads, and today we are going to be doing a netted bracelet. I've just been sitting here and doing a little swatches, but I'll show you, turn you down just in a minute. How are we all doing? I did make a little bit of a mistake at start because I went live in the wrong page. I went live in my Kitty Robinson design page, and Lucy, thank you so much to correcting me and jumping on there and just sort of messaging the wrong page. See, I'm just like, I sat down about 9 o'clock, went through all the camera settings and everything else, and just missed that little box what you had to think. So, how are we today? Good morning, Paula, Lucy, Sandra, Mina, Fiona, Sandra, Teresa, Gemma, Camille. Camille is saying it's morning from sunny Wiltshire, where it's really overcast here as well. Just looking out the window, it looks quite dull and cold, to be honest, outside. I haven't been outside properly yet, so I haven't I don't really know how cold it is, but it certainly looks cold from inside, so I think it's going to be staying inside today and doing some beading. Morning Lorraine, morning Nat, morning Pamela, Eileen, Liz. By the way, if you're new today, please put new in the comments and just, let us know where you're watching from, because we have people from all over the world, and it just sort of always baffles my mind with the power of the internet, how we can get around and inspire people. Morning Lourdes, morning Rachel, Carol. Carol is saying a bit dull in Devon, but at least it's dry. Rachel is saying, I'm hoping everyone is well. The weather seems to be changing now. Yes, it has. I think it was last year as well, when it was end of September, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe the weather is changed. It's got so cold, and I just want a bit more summer, I'm thinking. And it was like the 1st of October or like the 31st of September or something like that. But yeah, we certainly, I think there is 8 days to Christmas now, so I think it's always when the weather change. I start my little countdown to Christmas, because you something to look forward to. Good morning, Lorna. Good morning, Geraldine, Philomena. Lorna is saying, good morning, Kitty and everyone. A bit chilly in York today. Missed your live last night. Internet trouble. Just watched this morning. Looking forward to more interactive lives that you are trying to arrange. Morning, Camille. Morning, Jane. Jean. Lucy said they only popped out to let the dog out in the garden. It's freezing. Oh, well, maybe I won't bother at all then, Lucy. Morning, Marilyn, Dorothy, Ruth, Annie. Lourdes is saying, looks like it's about to rain in Dublin. I better get my clothes from the line. Yes, I put the washing on this morning, so I'm not going to be putting it out, I think, this today. Robin is from America, and she's saying, good morning. Greetings, Kitty. An early morning hello, 5 a.m. to all from New Jersey, USA. Good morning, Anne. And he's saying, it's soggy in, I hope I'm going to say this right, Ardozen in Ayrshire. I hope I said it right. Really sorry, I'm terrible with reading out names in. If it's spelled phonetically, I'm good. Brenda's saying, morning Kitty, hope you managed to get Christopher's trousers done. Yes, I did. Last night I completely forgot, and I only remembered about I don't know, 9:45 or something like that I had to take up Christopher's school trousers, because I bought him some new ones, so I was there. But it's got together quite quick, so I think about 10:30 I was all done, and he was happy going in his long trousers to school today, because they do wear shorts, but I think it's a bit chilly for shorts, so he was quite happy to have the long ones. Jenny saying, morning is dull in this part of Wiltshire. Morning Sheila, Margaret, Mina. You got Monday morning blues. I'm not sure. I'm quite all right actually at the moment. Good morning, Annie, Jenny, Betty. Betty's saying it's overcast but not cold today, so maybe you're in a different part of the UK. Morning, Margaret. Right, Pauline, Ellison, Seema, Annie, chef, there's so many of you lovelies are here. And he's saying a bit chilly this morning, but I still enjoyed my walk. Pauline is saying, Pauline Casamasina called it. I hope I said your name right. From Hackettstown, New Jersey, USA. Hi, Kitty and Beaders. But if you are brand new today, Pauline, you are welcome. And we got a lovely little family here with all like-minded people. And we're just passionate about beading, beadwork, jewelry making, I guess. Morning, Jane, Camille. And Camille is saying, I'm near Wotton Bassett. Pauline is saying I said it right. Thank you. Right, okay. Let's get started. I'm going to turn you down. And then I'm going to show you what we're going to be making today. So I have, I'm going to explain, but I have previously made samples for this bracelet, which then I put those bracelets in that very, very safe place somewhere. I couldn't remember if I seen it not long ago, if I seen it at home, and because I've been emptying the office out, and or I seen it at work. So anyhow, I can't find them. But we got the second best thing. We do have some pictures to show you. So what we're going to be creating, and I did some little swatches as well. We're going to be creating a netted bracelet, and I'm going to use a couple of larger glass pearls as a closure, so there is no clasp involved. Very easy. There is only a couple of materials you need: seed beads and like this. It's like a fire polish shape little crystal beads. That's what I'm using. There is some offers on the website. There is some different colors on the website, but let me just show you quickly the pictures what we had. So there is the blue one. I'm just going to bring this up. This one had the two, you can't see it obviously because it's on the other side, but this one have had two pearls as a closure. And I'm going to bring this one up. Now this one has had a little button as a closure. If you get the kits, it's all in the instructions how you can use a button or how you can use the pearls. And so that was the blue behind. This one is the turquoise, and here comes the sort of the amethysty color, a little bit sort of aubergine amethysty color. It's really I love that one, but I'll show you them in a minute, and I will ask you which of these three colors, because I haven't got a little swatch for these, which one do you want me to demo with. So we could do, so I will show you the stitch with this one, and then I can revert back to the seafoam one, what I started already, just to show you the clasp bit. So let me know if you want me to start and show you the stitch with the blue, with the turquoise aqua color, or the amethyst color, and I will start and show you the stitch with one of these, and then we will go to this lovely seafoam color, and I will show you how to add the clasp on it. But there is this olivey color. I'll show you this. I got a little bit of swatch beaded up here, just to pull this to the corner, and I also have a gold one. Right, let me just get these off my screen, all of these pictures, and we go back to the bead mat. Right, so blue, amethyst, aqua, blue, a teal with owl, blue, love the owl button. Yes, the owl button is an extra if you want to get the owl button. Molly, I know you're listening. Can you please add the owl button, because I forgot to tell you about that. And there's a heart shape as well to the section on the website. So we got two blues, we got one aqua amethyst, 3 blues, 4 blues. Oh, do a multicolor. Wow, I haven't even thought about that. We could do that as well. Amethyst, lovely. It's my birthstone, 2 turquoise, blue. I think blue is winning, so we're gonna do the blue one. I do have this we're going to revert back to this one because I got quite a big length, so I can show you how to do the ends on that one. But let's start off how to do the stitch with the blue one for you, so you can see the other colors as well. I'm just going to pop these beads to the side. By the way, I love using these little triangles, and I think they're 50p or something like that, maybe 60p on the website, but they're ever so handy just to sort of grab beads, and they do stack on top of each other, and then I can just put it to the side and then come back and use it later on when I need to. So we're gonna go with the blue. So in the kits on the website, they are $4.99. You get your seed beads, you get a large bag of these crystal beads, and you get your ends as well. And actually, let me just quickly show you while I'm pouring this out, quickly show you on the website. Bring the website up. There we go. So this is today's category, netted bracelet. You know the drill by now, so you can get in by the button on the right hand side at the top, or you can get it through categories, Facebook tutorials. There is all the different ones going back. We did the flare brooch yesterday, Lady Rivoli the day before, but today is the netted bracelet. I'm gonna click on this one. Look, Molly put the owl buttons in there already, and there is a little heart shaped one as well, just to have a look. So the PDF is $1.99. It's a 4-page PDF if you fancy it. If you got all beads at home and you just want the PDF itself, all the kits are $4.99 each, and the kit contains all beads, needle and threads. Yeah, that's what I wanted to check. So in the kit you do have a needle and thread as well, so you don't need anything, you just need a pair of scissors to be able to cut your thread. And also in the big bundle we put all 6 colors together in a big bundle, where you get, I guess, the most savings, because so $19.99 you get to make 6 bracelets. And if you want, you can just add the owl, or there is a heart one as well, to your basket, and then you can do some of them with the pearls, some of them you can add the little owl on there. They look really, really great. We got a question from Annie. I bought the netted bracelet kit but not started it yet. I also bought the owl clasps. Can you show the best way to attach it, please? Thanks. I haven't got an owl clasp to the hand, but I will talk you through it, no problem. When we get to the end, attaching the pearls, I will talk you through how to do that owl clasp. Right, let's get back to my mat. So the 3 different beads, very easy. This is a very easy technique, and I'm just going to pop these to the side. We're not going to need those pearls, and just going to need these crystals. Very easy to start with as well. I'm just going to grab some, there we go, thread out of my little drawer there, and I'm going to grab a needle. Oh, where did I put my new needles? I've been moving bits around here, and oh, there they are. Just tidying up. Right, color eye needles. I'm sure you've seen these ones before, and the black ones are the size 10, turquoise ones are size 11, and red ones are size 12. They are really nice and easy to use. I really, wanted something if you are well, I run out of size 12 here. Let me just grab a size 10. Grab another one from another pack. There we go. So it's really easy to find the size you want. We put them in a little tube. You got 5 pieces of each size, because sometimes if you go down to size 12, it's size 12s are quite sort of not as sturdy and can bend them really easily. So I've been looking for a size 11 needle for a long time, but then when I put my size 11 needle in my little pot, I couldn't find which one was size 10 or size 11, because they are so similar. So we did color eye ones, are really great to use them. Right. Question, Molly, could you give a link to the crystal firework bead, please? Thank you. I couldn't open it either. It took me to Sarah Payne's video from last week. Right, if it's a website thing, Molly's gonna sort this out, not a problem. Yes, yeah, yeah, Molly's gonna sort all that out. Right, that's it. Kirsten, I can't open the Lady Rivoli tutorial. Is there anything Simon can do to help? If anything like that, to do with tutorials, anything to do with PDF, anything to do with orders, anything to do with sort of any technical things on the website, the best thing is to do is to email sales directly, because then the guys in the office pick that one up straight away and then can deal with your query. Right, so I am going to pick up one little crystal, 2 seed beads, another crystal, 2 seed bead, another crystal, another 2 seed beads, another crystal, and 4 seed beads at the end. Now we could have the edge differently. I quite like this sort of little bit of a spiky edge going on with netting, and that's all you need to start your netting. Now you could make your bracelet wider. You can make it thinner, so you could make it a two drop one here, but this one is 4, or you can make it wider. Now for the netting to work, this is always have to be an even number with the crystals. So when you start, so you can either start with 4 crystals, you can start with 6, or you can start with 2. It's really up to you. So I'm starting with 4 here. I got a crystal, seed beads, crystal, seed beads, crystal, seed beads, crystals, and 4 seed beads at the end. I'm going to pull this down and I'm going to suspend this on my finger so it's not going to... Question, does the bundle come with instructions, please? Yes, it does, Lorna. The bundle comes with printed out instructions as well. I'll just pull this down a tiny bit so it doesn't... the camera doesn't try to focus on it. Right, so as I got 4 seed beads, this is my tail end here, and as I got 4 seed beads down at the bottom here, I'm going to disregard the first one and go back through from my working end towards my tail end through the second one. And I'm going to pull this nice and tight. Now, I'm going to start picking up some beads. I'm going to pick up another 2 seed beads. I'm going to pick up a crystal and another 2 seed beads. And what I am going to do here is to miss the first 2 seed bead, crystal, 2 seed beads, and just go through this crystal, the second crystal, go back through, to form, just sort of add. We added the same thing. We added the beads, what we missed out as we're traveling down here. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pick up 2 seed beads, a crystal, and another 2 seed beads. And I'm going to miss the next 2 seed beads, crystals, 2 seed beads, and go through this last crystal here at the end. Brandy saying instruction sheets are very clear. Oh, bless you. Liz saying, I really enjoyed this one. Do you think I might get the bundle just because I want everything? Oh, bless you. Right, I'm going to pick up 4 beads at the end to turn my thread path around, because I need to come back on myself and take all of these 4 beads down. Now I'm going to miss the first one out and just come through the second one again. And that's all we're doing. And now you're back in a position where we were, where we started. So I'm picking up 2 seed beads, a crystal, another 2 seed bead, missing my 2 seed bead, crystal, 2 seed beads, and going through the next crystal just like that. I'm going to let the tail end go now because I got a little bit of beading to hold onto it here. And I'm going to pick up the same thing over and over again until I go backwards and forwards with my little netting. Very, very easy technique, but very effective. Now, when you do netting, your beadwork is going to be naturally stretchy. And so that, do bear it in mind, and I'll show you just in a sec on the other piece. Now I do like to flip-flop my work as I go around, so I'm always kind of beading away from myself, however is most comfortable for you to hold your beadwork. Because I know like we can all hold on to things like so tight that you get cramps in your fingers. So do flip-flop your work however is the most comfortable for you, or you can even work on your mat just like that, and sort of going through the beads what you need to go through. Now to do the it's with netting, I guess it's quite very similar like peyote stitch. The beads you need to go out, they kind of stick out a little bit in the row. So I'm going to miss all of these. I'm just going to go through the last one. But you do everything, every single row is exactly the same. Now I'm going to pick up my 4. I'll just keep it like that first. I keep up my 4 to turn my thread around and then start again. And that's really how easy it is. So if you just joined us, we are doing netted bracelets, a really easy, very simple technique with a couple of little materials. You can really have some great results. I love these bracelets because they grow very, very quickly. So netting, it's a very similar technique to peyote stitch, but here you are working with more beads, and netting grows really, really quickly. And I do use it around cabochons, I used it around rivolis, I used it many, different. We had the Everbloom cabochon, that was netting on there. Very easy technique, grows very, very quickly. So that's it. I'm just going to go backwards and forwards, and you can see I'm going to revert back to the other color because I want to show you how to add the clasp. But that's how easy, and it's going to be sort of slightly stretchy, but I'll show you in the bigger piece. This is the blue one. So I'm just going to pop these beads to the side just for a sec, and then get my the one I started earlier. When you want to take the beads off your mat very, very quickly and just want to chuck in a bag to be nice and tidy about it, that's when the beads sort of go everywhere. They just don't want to do what you want them to do. Right, so back with the sea foam. Again, same materials. I actually don't even need that much, just a few bits. So I got a longer length here, as you can see, and I can show on this one. So it does become a little bit stretchy. So do bear that in mind when you're sizing your bracelet up. So don't just size your bracelet up like by putting it down and measure it like that. If you do put it down, do pull it apart and then size it, because it will pull apart naturally on your wrist. And then it's asking, are you using 3mm beads? No, these are, I think they're about 4mm beads. We had as a job lot in the warehouse, so I worked the pattern out using these beads. The kits are $4.99 each color. If you fancy a big bundle, you can make 6 bracelets for £20. It comes in each instructions, it comes with needle, comes with thread. Everything is there for you to be able to make them. Well, as I said, I love netting, and you can, with netting as well. I know, like we're making jewelry here, but it just looks like a really nice lacy sort of. Let me just pop these beads out so they're not in the shot, so our camera is not constantly trying to focus on. Really lovely technique. What's the difference between fire polish and bicones? Lucy's asking. So fire polished, more like a soccer ball shape, and bicones. Have I got one here? I must have bicones. Yes, I do. Bicones, let me just grab this one, are more like a diamond shape. Just very quickly going to show you this one. So when we're talking about fire polished beads, and then how they make them is different as well. So with bicones, they are cut them and with fire polished, they cut them and they heat them up afterwards. So let me just pick up a couple of this and a couple of those ones for you so I can show you. So these are our fire polished. They're more like a soccer ball shape, so they're not a perfect round bead, and these are bicones. Now both of these beads are cut, but after cutting them, they put these back into put the fire polished back in the kiln and heat them up. And when they heat them up, you know that really sharp, well, they're not sharp, but very clear edges you have on the bicones, they disappear on here because the end just round up a little bit. Very nice, sort of fire polished, a really nice bead to work with because they do sparkle your jewelry, but they give you a soft sparkle rather than you know, a strong parcel what you get through the bicones as the light is hitting it. So I love working with fire polished beads. Do you have glow in the dark beads or black light glow? No, we haven't actually. We used to stock them a long time ago, and I think that we couldn't get them at one point, and we just shied away from them. But maybe we'll look into it because we had some larger glass beads as well, and they were really cool. When Lucy was little, made a couple of bits for her bedroom with it, and actually I need to find it. I don't know if she's still got it, because now, like, you know, she's 13, she's sorting her own bedroom out, so she's getting rid of her stuff what she doesn't want by herself. So I don't know if she's got those beads anymore or not. I have to ask her. Could you do this bracelet with round crystals? You could do it with oh, I'd added one too many beads on there. You could do it with any beads really. You could do it with bicones, you could do it with rounds, you could do it with rice shapes, you could do it because it's so forgiving. So this technique is so forgiving because the stretch you get in the pattern, that no matter what beads you have there, it will look great. So just keep picking up 2 seed beads, a crystal and 2 seed beads. I'm gonna miss what I just picked up and go through next crystal, but as you can see, so if I turn it that way, as you can see, I kind of know, even if I close my eye, which one I have to go through, because that bead is sort of sticking out a little bit on my row. So I'm just gonna go through this bead, a crystal bead, and pull it up, and it grows really, really quickly as well. Are these size 11 seed beads? Yes, they are size 11 seed beads. You could do them with different sizes of seed beads. As I said, with netting, is such a giving technique that you just have to have more or less on them. I could have done it with just 1 seed bead between it, but I like the airy look what it gives with the 2 seed beads. But you could do it with size 15, you could do it with size 11, you could do it with size 8. Probably size 6 would be too much to use sort of as the seed bead part, but you could use size 6 seed beads instead of the crystals as well. Anything, do try it. If you have a go and do anything and do different versions of it, do pop a picture up in one of our groups. The Handmade by Totally Beads is probably the most popular one, so just to sort of give inspiration to everybody, because there is so many different variations you could do. So I'm just going to do a couple of rows, and then we see that I'm going to show you how to add the pearls on one side. Just pull it tight, so make sure that each one of your rows is tight. And if your rose goes a bit loose, I just pulled it loose there a little bit, and as you're not going to be able to pull this tight straight there, what you need to go back to the corner, to your last sort of edge, and pull this last bead. And as you can see, by pulling that, I'm tightening up the previous row. Pull these seed beads down, and then I can pull my working thread and tightens my work up. I'm gonna carry on and do the same thing all the way down. and just go backwards and forwards. Sherry saying, I used to love making netted base with seed beads, then adding bicons on top. Are there other totally groups? Betty's asking. So the handmade, totally handmade by Totally Beads is the most popular one. When we set this up, and oh god, we set it up probably about I think it was about a year ago now. We set the groups up with Sarah, and we had this with vision that we want to do sort of different groups with different people, and you know, what can we do and how we can help everybody, and maybe doing specific groups. So we set up totally crystals, totally seed beads, totally pearls, and totally semi-precious, I think. But to be honest, the one which is taken off the most, and most of you are in there, is the handmade group. So we haven't, we kind of sort of need to get rid of some of the other groups, but I haven't got the heart to get rid of it because people are in there and they are active and they are posting things. So, yeah, but it's all there. All there to have a look. With like-minded people. So I'm just going backwards and forwards. On the edge again, so I'm just picking up 4 seed beads, taking it all the way down, then I'm missing the last one, and just going through the second one. Which one is Kitty using, please, 2 or 3 millimeter? I am using 4 millimeter fire polish, so they are a little bit bigger. I can zoom in a little bit better if you like, so you can see the my hand better, because usually I sort of zoom in. Let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. How do you make this half wide to make a choker? So you can, what can you do when you decide how big is the width gonna be when you start your stitch. So I started by picking up 4 crystals. If I wanted to, then I would have just started with a crystal, 2 seed beads, crystal, 4 seed bead, turn back straight around myself, and start my netting. And in fact, I might grab another color. Let me just show you how to add the pearls. I grab another color and I show you how to do a 2 bead one quickly, how to start yourself off, because it's all decided by, and we would make a really nice choker as well. And you have actually in the pack, you would have enough beads to make a 2 bead choker going around. You can come backwards and forwards on yourself. You can always add more beads to it. You can just make a netted base and add the crystals on top. I quite like it sort of within the pattern as well. There's all sorts of different ways how we can do things. And I'm just picking up 2 seed beads, a crystal, 2 seed beads, missing on my row what I picked up, going through the next one, and just going backwards and forwards, like probably doing it for about over 5-6 minutes, and I ordered done pretty much about 1.5 inches. So you can see it grows really, really nicely. Yes, they are 4 millimeter beads, Sue. Well, I'm using 2 millimeter or size 11 little seed beads and 4 millimeter crystal beads. Really nice and easy pattern today. For a Monday morning, I think we need something easy to sort of start the week and start ourselves into it. Right, I'm just going to add 1 or 2 more rows, because what I like to do with this netted bracelet is to pretty much, I can make the whole bracelet with one piece of thread. So by taking a couple of arm span, doubled over, and then positioning the needle in the middle and moving the needle down when I need more thread. But at the same time I leave the bobbin on, which the bobbin on this one as well, because when I get to the end of my thread, or when I only have maybe about, I don't know, 1.5 feet or a couple of feet left, I will put the pearls on one end to act as a closure, and then take more thread off my bobbin and continue my netting this way. So that way I save time because I don't have to work away, don't have to weave a new thread in, and I don't have to work off sort of odds and tail ends. Plus, I guess the bracelet will be stronger as well, because when you weaving the new thread in, the new thread is only as strong as the knot what you secured it onto your bracelet. So I like to, whenever I can get away with, to use one piece of thread going all the way through. Nadia is saying, yes, I often make a netted base for a bracelet or necklace just from seed beads and add crystals, semi-precious stone chips on top. I love the netted patterns. Yes, I love them too because they grow so quickly. So we could have just used seed beads here and cross over, instead of crossing over the 4mm crystals, we would cross over in a seed bead and then come back on ourselves and add the crystal later on. I have a little play maybe, and we could do another Facebook Live on that, because I love netting too. I love netted necklaces, I love netted bracelets. They're quick and easy and they look good. You get great results. So I think I still got quite a bit of thread left. It does, a netted bracelet or necklace do take quite a lot of thread, but I think I must have started with an enormous amount of thread here, because usually by this time I am at the end. Right, we're gonna add this. Let's add one more row and then we do the end. So you could add always, even if you add the button, or even if you add the pearls themselves to act as a closure, you will always need to add either the pearls or the button first and add the loop afterwards, because you want to make the loop a tailored size for your button or for your pearl. Even the best quality seed beads like Tahos or Miyukis, they are really even, but it's depending on how tight your tension as well, how big your loop going to need for your bracelet. And I find it easier, and different finishes as well. So I find that as well sometimes, that working with silver line beads or working with solid opaque beads or transparent beads, there is a tiny different margin between the width of the bead. You can't see it with the naked eye, but when you're using maybe 30, 40, 50 beads in a row, then it might be one bead width. So I always add the pearls on one end first, and then I go back and add the loops on the other. Oh, Robin is saying, yes, perhaps you should do a 2 or 3 day series on different applications for netting. Oh, that would be great as well. I made a lovely from a kit and put away safe. Diane, are you referring to my safe place where I keep putting my bracelets and patterns? Because I think, I feel like I'm losing a plot here. And do tell me it's not just only me that I put something to the side and I can't find it. And I bet you I'm going to finish this video, and I'm doing a bit more in the craft room. I'm emptying it out at the moment because we're going to have the ceiling done here. I bet you this afternoon I'm going to find it. When I don't find all of those bracelets, when you don't need them, that's when you find them. But I got a safe place where I put things. And it's not a particular place. I just mean like I can't find them, I guess. Right, so I'm going to add the ends the little pearls now. Now I do like to go sort of when I'm adding them, come back and go through the thread path I'm creating a couple of times. Oh, Angela saying I lose things all the time. Oh, thank you, because I hope it's not just Nadia saying netting is quite therapeutic pattern to do. Yes, it is. This would be good for one creation station. Yes, it would be, Annie. I'll have a think, and once we finished with the right angle, we might have a go at that. Can you use a netting pattern to make a necklace? Yes, you could. You could do a lariat style, or you could do like a little choker. I'll show you a 2-bead one in a minute. Let me just add the ends. And I grab maybe this lovely aubergine color out, and I show you a little 2-bead one, very, very easy, and it's going to grow really, really quick. Right, so we're going to add the pearls in the end. Now, before I add the pearls, do decide if you just want to add one in the middle or you're going to add 2. I think when you do a wider bracelet, it's worth to add a couple of them on there. And anything you do, or any size beads you do, or any design you do, you always just put your ends on there and decide where they're going to go. So which crystals, which seed beads you're going to come out to join them, because you kind of need to join them the same place on both ends. So I really want to join them between sort of the first and the second crystal, and then join the second pearl between the third and the fourth crystal, or if you can't think from up, then the other way around, but really want them to sort of sit there. And you don't want to sit one on the second crystal and one on the third crystal, because then they'll be too close together. If you sit them that they both sit on top of the first and the last crystal, then they're too far apart and you have got the sort of this little gap in the middle. So I always just like to stop for a second, put my pearls there. Jenny's asking, being cheeky, is there a code today, please? No, there isn't, my lovely. So what we did, they're $4.99 for the kit, which gets your seed beads and your crystals, gets your needle and thread, gets you these lovely pearls that you can use as a closure. But if you buy all 6 colors together, it goes down to $19.99. So you do save, you pay for 4 and you get 2 free, if that makes sense. But it's all needle and thread, everything is in there for you to work with. Sue's saying, me too, then I spent ages looking for them. It's so annoying. I think nearly all of us have so-called the safe place. So safe, no one can find it. Yeah, it's so safe that we don't even know. Betty's saying she can't remember. She can't remember things either, where she puts them. Oh, bless. I'm so glad it's not just me. Right, let me just see in my finding box here if I have got a button clasp, actually, because I haven't moved this one out here. Then I can show you how I would add, or we find something to put on the top to show you how I would add that to the top. Again, might be in the safe place. I haven't got a button, but I got something that I think would work, just to sort of put on the top as an example. I've got one of these. This is quite big, but you will get the idea how we can do it. Just double checking. No, that's it. That's all I got. Never mind, we work with that one. You will get the idea. So if you wanted to add the button or a button clasp onto it, this is a bracelet bar, but it's just sort of flat. With the buttons as well, you're going to have this little shanks at the bottom. Now the owl and the heart as well has got 2 shanks. So that's why I picked this bracelet bar out, because what you really want to do with those shanks, again, you're going to put it on the top and you're going to see where you're going to connect it. Now when you're using pearls, you're going to put them at the end. When you're using a button, you need to sew it right sort of on the top of your bracelet. So when you come from the other side, I know this is totally different color, but when you finish your bracelet on the other side and you do your loop around the button, your 2 ends are kind of meeting there. If you're using your pearls, then the pearls are going to sit there, and from the other end you're going to have your loops. So you're going to have this little gap between the end and the beginning of your bracelet, but you're going to have the seed, but you're going to have the pearls sitting there as well as a decoration. So when you're using a button, you're gonna pop it on the top and just see, make a mental note where they're gonna go. And I usually sort of pick it up and see where are my loops and weave my thread around where those loops are just sitting on the top of my bracelet. Come out my seed beads, go through the loop, go along, again, come out, go through the loop, go back in my seed beads, go backwards and forwards, popping up. You can pop in a couple of different places on your bracelet, really sewing it and securing it to it. Right, let's do the pearls today. So as I'm coming out of this last crystal here, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pick up, again, this is personal preference, how big you want to make. If you need to extend your bracelet, you can here by picking up more seed beads here. I'm just gonna pick up 4 seed beads because I think that's the right amount. I'm gonna pick up the pearl, right amount to have. Sort of the pearl is going to sit there nice and tight. I'm going to pick up another seed bead. I'm going to ignore the seed bead and come back on the pearl itself. Just like that. The rose is very pretty. Yes, that is a bracelet bar. I don't know actually if you still have it in stock because I tend to have stuffs in my craft room here. What we used to stock, and if I like it, I do like pinch 1 or 2. Right, so went through the pearl. And I'm also going to go through the first seed bead out of the 4, just to sort of centralize it. So the 2 seed beads sort of sit on the top and the bottom of it. Robbie's saying that's from a Spares and Stash. Molly, do have a look. I'm not sure. Have we still got this Tibetan rose bar in stock? This is not a button. This is what you would use if you do like a multi-stretch bracelet. Do have a look if you got it in stock still. She will have a look for you, and if she finds it, she will give us the link. And then I'm going to pick up another 3 seed beads. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to go in. Actually, I'm going to go in the second crystal. Gonna go through a second crystal, the 2 seed beads in the middle and the crystal after that, and I'm just gonna pull this up, and I'm gonna repeat what I just did. So I'm gonna pick up 4 seed beads, I'm gonna pick up the pearl, another seed bead, let them go all the way down, seeing your fancy clasp has jogged my memory. I'm looking for an enameled flower one. I have seen one on an American site, but the cartridge is so much, carriage is so much than the cost of the clasp. Would you consider sticking something like this in the funnel in the future? Not really sure. There is so many different ones, so you do have to, you know, text me if you got a picture. The best thing to do is to text me a picture, and then I can say, because you might very well have something very similar already that you could use. So I'm coming back through the pearl and the last seed bead, and again I'm going to pick up 3 seed beads, and I'm going to come back on myself through the last bead. So I'm not going that way anymore. I'm turning myself around, and I'm going to go through that last crystal and the 2 seed beads. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go up and reinforce the thread path here on both of those places to have a really nice and strong connection with my bracelet. Because you're always going to be tugging and pulling on your pearls, on your clasp. That's what you close and open it. I'm just going to go through the thread path again, pulling it nice and tight. So if you just joined us, if you joined while we were adding the clasp, we are making a netted bracelet today. Very easy, very simple technique. Very easy one to do. I love netting because netting grows really, really quickly, and you can get great results as well. You could see all sorts of beads. We have got a few kits on the website. So to make one bracelet costs $4.99, or you make 6 of them, it's $19.99. It comes with thread and needle, comes with your beads, your seed beads, your crystal beads, and your pearls as well. If you want the owl clasp, that's an extra, but I think it's £1 or $1.50 for 2. Just pop it in your basket. I will take a picture. Thank you for considering the option. Yeah, so if you anytime if you need something, just take a picture and message me, and I'll have a look, because we might very well have something in the warehouse because we have over 10,000 products that is very similar, or it could be even the same. So I'm just going to weave my thread backwards and forwards here to sew my thread off, because I'm finished adding the clasp here. I do like to go through just to follow my thread path, coming backwards and forwards, or even go back up to the clasp and go through the thread path again. If you want to be extra secure, we've been through a couple of times, but you can do, and then I would just secure this end with a 1 thread knot, and then carry on and take off more thread from the other side, and just add I'm just going to leave that there. I'm going to sew this thread on later on. So we're going to take more thread on the other side and carry on our beadwork this way, and then add the loops. But actually what I would like to show you, because we've been on here almost an hour, and there quite a few of you asked about a choker, and I just want to show you, if you do want to do a choker, how you can start, and just with 2 beads to make a little bit thinner one, because this is, and I'm not gonna have my ruler here. My ruler is gone missing again. I don't know if it was Christopher or me last time, because last time I have misplaced it, and I blamed Christopher because he's the one usually who nicks it, but I'm not really sure where it is. So this is about, I would say, about just 1.5 inches wide. If you go down to 2 beads, then you're gonna have just under 1 inch wide, and that would be the perfect amount for a choker. So let me jump to let's do the purple one, this aubergine color. Let's jump to that color, and I'll show you how to start off with 2 beads and to make it into a choker, because with your kit you could do, and then if you do make it into a choker, then you just do a longer length, and instead of adding 2 clasps, you're just going to add 1 clasp there to at the end to hold your. Oh, I thought the price was proud. I am pretty sure, let me just pop to the website, I'm pretty sure that the price is for oh, I shut my window then. The price is for two owls. I think there's 2 in a pack. Oh, and look, Molly added the heart one as well. They really cute as well. So they are $1.50, the heart one. Let's just view the details. Loops 3mm, 2 on rear. So in the heart one, you get 5 pieces per bag. So that's really, really great value. In the owl one, you get 3 pieces per bag. So I was telling you porcupines, I said 2, but no, it's 3 pieces per bag. So if you get one, that will do you 3 bracelets in the category. So don't forget, $4.99 for one, or if you go for the bundle, $19.99 for all 6 colors, and that will be the amethyst, the blue, the gold, the olive, the seafoam green, and the turquoise, the aqua turquoise as well. That in your kit, it does say it on there that the clasp is not included in the kit. So if you do want the clasp, just pop one in your basket from either the hearts or the owls. The owls look so cute, don't they? Don't they just? Right, let me just pop back to here. Right, and then we are back on my bead mat. I'm going to pull this to the top, and I'm going to show you how to do, which I don't need that, how to set up and how to do a 2 bead netting, so you can do a lovely choker. Jane's saying, I've got 2 lots back, great price. Oh, bless. I do love them. They're really nice. Really something nice, little fun thing to add on the top, like little decoration. Right, we're only going to need one of them. I'm just going to grab some thread. What color shall I like? I think that one will go nicely with it. Or have I got a slightly darker one? I do need to update my threads here, because some of them might very well be in one of the project setups, because I like to set up my little trays. I got quite a few beading trays, bead mat trays with all sorts of different products set up on there, but I was gonna, or in the making, I guess, because I'm not saying I was gonna, because I'm still gonna finish them, but sort of different projects, and might very well I have my darker threads on there. Right, so double of our span of thread, doubled over. I'm leaving the bobbin on, just popping it to the side, and we're going to start a choker style one. So start by 1 crystal, 2 seed beads, another crystal, and 4 seed beads. This is how are you going to do all the way. Then I'm going to pull these down. I'm going to suspend this on my finger so you can see it better. Again, we're just going to turn around, so we're doing exactly the same what you've been doing with what size pearls are you using? Diana's asking. They are 12mm, my lovely. Betty Singh, seeing your fancy glass jog my memory. I'm looking for, yeah, I answered that one. Right, and I'm going to pick up 2 seed beads, a crystal, and another 2 seed beads. I'm just going to go through. I'm going to leave the 2 seed beads, the crystal, and the 2 seed beads out, and I'm just going to go through this last crystal here, and I'm doing exactly the same thing what I did with the bracelet, but here I'm just going to add 1 section in the middle, and now I'm in a position where I straight have to turn around. So I'm picking up 4 seed beads, taking this all the way down, and I'm gonna miss the first one, come through the second one. So I do like to hold the beadwork around my fingers, and I'm sort of flipping and flopping them as I go around, all, you know, as I grow my beadwork, I guess, to what's the most comfortable way to hold it and to do it. I'm just going through, I'm missing again what I just picked up, and going through that second crystal. I'm going to let the end go because I got a little bit of beadwork to hold on to it now. I'm just going to do a few of these for you so you can see the effect with 2. Is it easily done, isn't it? Well, I think it's about the owls. Yeah, when you very quickly sort of add it to the basket and then you realize that you bought so many of them afterwards, but you're going to have so many lovely bracelets with them, or necklaces, anything. You can use it as a feature piece. And I think the owls, we haven't got so much in stock, to be honest, because the factory we used to get that from, I don't think they're no longer in business. So there's this year there's a lot of factories, well, they are business, but they're producing something different. A lot of factories are changed to production of different products. So we can't get the domes for our, we had so hard time to get them, but we did manage to get some in the end from somewhere. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm picking up 4 seed beads. This is if you want the choker size. So the instructions in the kit will show you how to make the bracelet, and if you want the choker size, then you're gonna have to follow this here. Just pull this up nice and tight. Oh, where is my end? And you can see by doing 2, or shall I do a few more rows? I think you get the sort of the picture you get like a much thinner finish with it. So how is that? Has anybody got any questions? I'm just gonna sort of sit here and do a couple more rows of this to grow this a little bit. If you got any question, please put a Q in front of your question so I can very easily pick it up. This is a very easy technique. So if you haven't done bead weaving ever, never before, this you can start with this one because you can get great results with your beadwork as long as you can count to 4 or 6, I guess. You can do it. This is very easy, and you could use it like, you know, you could use it for a bracelet, but you could think about home decor as well, because how great would something like this be, like around the vase or around something. Like, let me just grab this bracelet holder up here, but we could imagine that this bracelet holder was perhaps a vase, and you could do a little netted part on the bottom of your vase. That would look really cool as well. Or, you know, you could use this technique because it creates this really lacy ribbon. You could use this technique for loads of different things around the house. And I love that we did the crocheting with beads not long ago, and I love doing that. I love mixing different crafts together. You know, so you could use your jewelry making skills in home decor just as well as any other skills, I guess. Your beading skills. So I just love it. Joe's saying, love it, Kitty, have made several of these before and used the owl button. Oh, bless you. Do post some pictures in one of our groups if you do have made some. Can you get giraffe beads? Jane is asking, I am not really sure what giraffe beads are. If you can send me a picture, I will have a look at for them as well. Do send me a picture and I will have a look, because we do import stuff from all over the world, and we got shipments coming in like every other week, so we quite easily could get things in. Jodie is question. What's your question, lovely? Question, Kitty, do your fingers get sore as my middle finger on my right hand is swollen? Right, so when I'm stitching through things, and this is what I do, is I push the needle with my middle finger. And if I've been doing, you always know I've done a lot of beading because this part of my finger does get sore. And I tried so many different things. I tried a new one because I found this one the other week, like a little thumbnail, and then because I got long nails, I actually cut the top off so my nail can come through, but I can't get on with them at all. I need to be able to feel the beads, and there's one thing what was suggested, which I haven't tried yet because I haven't got a posh pair of gloves, but I'll keep looking out. Maybe I'll look in the charity shop or somewhere. So what was suggested by a lady who does needle felting a lot, that get a posh pair of gloves, like you need a good quality thin leather gloves, and then just cut the finger off and put the glove on that finger. But I haven't got a posh pair of gloves to test the theory with, and even if I had, I don't know if I would want to cut just one finger off. See, backing of rows you just showed. Can it be made with a stretch bracelet without a clasp? It doesn't stretch that much, to be honest, so it's not gonna bounce back, I guess. Once you put it on, it's just gonna stretch out. So with like brush and spiral or some of the spiral stitches, you get that sort of it bounces back as well. With the netting, it's not gonna bounce back, so you can't really enough for you to be able to wear it as a bracelet. without any clasp. You could, however, if you made it bigger and attached elastic to it, or actually we're only going through these beads once or twice. So what you could do is to, we stock the flat elastic. You're going to need quite a long length with it though. You could perhaps make it with that one, because the flat elastic, you can use it with a big eye needle and you can still get it through the beads. So yeah, maybe that's an idea to try. If any of you got some of these beads and flat elastic at home, do have a go at it and see if you can make a continuous bracelet going all the way around just with using the elastic, because then you wouldn't need clasps at all. But it has to be done with some sort of elastic material. Margaret's saying, thank you, Kitty. I don't think I will cut my leather gloves. No, I already got material ones. So when this was suggested to me, or this was about like 3 years ago, I did look in some of the charity shops if I can pick up a cheap pair and just sort of try it out, but I couldn't find any. And I even looked in gardening shops, because like, not gardening shops, like garden centers, but they gardening gloves are really expensive as well. So one day I will come across something what I can use. I saw something somewhere. Angela is saying, I saw something somewhere that put on the top of your finger and the wool cotton gloves around it. It was for knitting and crochet. Oh, do if you find anything, do let me know, because I would be really grateful. Because like I know, like if you do a certain craft for a lot, you're gonna have sore spots, or you're gonna have as you use your tools. And just by using a needle, and I think because I'm holding on to my beadwork so tight as well, that's when I get that. Right, Jenny's saying need to go now and pay for items. See if they got, yeah. Be back tomorrow. Thanks, Kit, and everyone have a great day. And just saying you could try Boots, Lloyd's, and see if they have cotton gloves for when you put cream on your hands. I have got cotton gloves as well, but I don't know, I don't like to use them. I think they are like really restricting you when it's all over on your hands, and I keep dropping things. So I definitely, I've done quite a bit of length now, so you can see that's how a 2-drop bead is gonna look like. I think it looks really cute as well. So if I was making a choker, I would probably make this size a little bit thinner one. I'm gonna pop this bracelet right next to it so you can see side by side how big they are. And I'm gonna show you the other little sort of bits I did. That's the gold. That's the olive one. We did a tiny bit of the blue, and I think the only one we haven't done anything with is the turquoise color, which is a really nice aqua turquoisey color as well. So those are your 6 colors which are on the website today. There's a rogue bead there. Each one of those kits to make a bracelet is for $99, but you can buy all 6 colors together for $19.99. Do check it out on the website. Lonnie, sorry missed the last 15 minutes or so. My daughter video called, so my granddaughter could say hello to her grandma. She's getting a little chatterbox, so cute. Oh, bless. They're so cute when they're small. They are, I love them. I love Lucy. Lucy's like, you've seen Lucy, she's like quite tall and quite thin, but when she was litter, she was really chunky, bless her. I do love them. Try some leather workers thimbles. Yeah, I have a look around. I have a little reinforced spot on them. I have a look. Right, so that's it for me today. Do check out the website, have a look. Netting so easy. Have a go at it. Anything you do have a you know, have pop a picture into one of our groups so everybody can see what you're up to and what you're making. I think it's just such a lovely community in there, and everybody's sharing. Oh, what am I saying? Do you carry the triangular trays on the side? Yes, we do. Molly, can you pop a link for these, please? They are on the website. I think they are 50p each or something like that. They're really nice and easy to use, and the company we got them from, they do have a round one as well, but I found with the round one it's really hard to scoop things up, so the triangle just works the best, and then I can sort of put them side by side on my bead mat all the way along, if I'm on my bead tray when I'm working with them. So do check them out as well. Right, so yeah, that's it from me today. Do check that one out on the website. Oh, tomorrow I just had to check what we're doing tomorrow. So tomorrow we're gonna be double drop peyote. We're gonna do a rainbow pattern with it. So do come back for that one. We're gonna have a lovely little bundle on the website for that one as well. And yeah, so enjoy your day. I just popped my book down because I didn't want to plop it on the top of my beads on the desk. Do you have a lovely day today? Enjoy your Monday. I will see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. and we're going to be doing double drop peyote. Take care, everybody. Bye.